Hello students of class 7. Today we will discussing a new chapter from your textbook, and that is landforms. In this chapter, today we will learn only about the definition of landforms, types of landforms and geomorphic processes. So let's start from the definition of landforms. Landforms are the variations in the configuration of land on the surface of the earth. So I am repeating this again. Landforms are the variations in the configuration of land on the surface of the earth. So it means all of you have seen that the surface of the earth is not similar everywhere. Somewhere it is high, somewhere it is undulating, or somewhere it may be low or flat. Okay, and the surface of the earth where we lived is varied in terms of height, slope, relief, etc. And for example, Purulia is famous for its undulating surface. Darjeeling is famous for its hilly region, and the Burdwan, our home city, is famous for its plain land. So, in all of these areas have different type of land surfaces, and these variations is known as landforms. So, all of you may understand these variations, and this is landforms. Okay, so you have to note the definition of landforms in your copy. Okay, now on the basis of height, landforms may be divided into three categories. Number 1, it is mountains. Number 2, it is plateaus. And number 3, it is plains. Mountains are above 900 meter in height. Plateaus are above 300 meter in height, and plains are less than 300 meter in height. So, these are the types of landforms that we found considerably. Okay, and these three types of landforms are developed due to various forces, and these forces are known as geomorphic processes. Sorry, not only these forces, but the action that these forces are doing is known as geomorphic processes. If I tell you the quote unquote definition of geomorphic processes, so you may note this, that the geomorphic processes are all those physical and chemical changes which affect a modification of Earth's superficial form. Again, I am repeating this. The geomorphic processes are all those physical and chemical changes which affect a modification of Earth's superficial form. So, you may note this. Okay, and these geomorphic processes are happened due to various forces, and these forces is categorized into two. First is endogenetic processes. The word endogenetic is derived from two Greek words, endon, E-N-D-O-N. Endon means interior, and genesis, G-E-N-E-S-I-S. Genesis means originate. So, the forces that comes from the interior of the earth and originates various landforms on the surface of the earth is known as endogenetic processes. So, you have to know about the interior of the earth as the forces comes from the interior of the earth. Geographers have developed or developed that Earth's interior is divided into three layers. The uppermost layer of the earth is known as Earth's crust. Below the earth crust, there is mantle, and the center part of the earth is known as core. And Earth's crust is formed by the rocks, and it is solid zone. Above this earth crust we live, okay, and just below the earth crust there has a special layer up to 700 kilometer, and this layer is known as asthenosphere. This asthenosphere layer is very hot, and this layer is hot due to its convectional heat current. And so convectional heat current makes it more hot, and it is like jelly. It is like jelly, okay. And as I have said you that the earth crust is the solid layer above the earth, and it is not continuous at everywhere. Earth crust is divided into two. The first is continental crust and the second is oceanic crust. Continental crust is the continental crust is low in density, and oceanic crust is high in density. 7 continents are lying in this continental crust, and 5 oceans are lying over the oceanic crust, and below this crust there have asthenosphere, or there have convectional heat flow, okay. And these earth crust are lying over the surface, over the earth, as plate, and these plates are sometimes comes towards each other, sometimes sometimes go against each other, and due to this movement they are forming various types of landforms on the surface of the earth, and it may be fold mountain, block mountain, plain, volcano, etc. Okay, so the the forces that comes from the interior of the earth, and it developed various landforms on the surface of the earth is known as endogenetic processes, and these endogenetic processes are very slow, or it may happen very suddenly, okay. And volcanic activities, earthquakes are happen due to these endogenetic forces, okay. Now I am telling you about the exogenetic processes. The word exogenetic is derived from two Greek words, that is exo means exterior, EX, TE, RIOR, exterior, and genesis means originate. So the forces that comes from the uh, from not on from the forces that comes above the earth surface and are responsible for the development of the surface of the various surface of the earth is known as exogenetic processes, and in this process there have many forces. They are rivers, wind, glaciers, sea waves, etc. And their action is like erosion or deposition. The surface of the earth where it is very low, their deposition happened, and the surface of the earth where it is very high, it is responsible for erosion, and during erosion and deposition the surface of the earth want to be a gradational slope, and these are the exogenetic processes, erosion and deposition. So all of you may understand these two types of geomorphic processes. Okay, so let's revise this portion again. You may prepare as in this portion as definition of landforms, types of landforms, and the geomorphic processes. Okay, thank you.